live. Thank you, Streamlabs, for notifying me. I appreciate it. I need to close this door. Otherwise, all the dogs are going to bark. Otherwise, all the dogs are going to bark. They're all going to yell at me. They're all going to boof. They're all going to do the boofs. They're all going to do the thing. All of the dogs will do the boofs and the things. All of the dogs. Oh, hello! Alex, Death, Canton, Loki. What's going on, my friends? How you guys doing? What's poppin'? Tyler, sweet. What is going on? I'm late, but I still want to see you. What's going on? Yo, Jeremiah, Paul, Senor David, woo! And I'm late. Late is still on time when it's at your choice. Yeah, but we got a time. We got a time we try to do here. Tisk. I know, I apologize, Snipes Rock. I apologize. Brian, what's going on? OMX, hey, what's going on, you guys? You know, I've just been practicing welding. Well, I haven't even been practicing welding. I've just been attempting to weld out in the garage to do the intercooler brackets for the STI to knock out more crap. More crap. I think my list of things to do is down to like 4. I think we're down to 4 things on the list of completion at this point, which is good. That's solid. That's good stuff. Baker, Smee, I need a favor. Baker, what's up? What's up, my man? What's up? Ricky, what's going on? Jack, Alex, Ken, what you doing, dog? You going to sell the H6 when you're done? Why do you guys think I'm going to sell that car? If anybody wants to buy the Blueberoo, my starting bid is $200,000. That is the bottom dollar I would take for that car. $200,000. If anyone comes up with $200,000 cash, boom, it's yours. Take it. Take it. Hey Tanner. Hey new guy NASTI. What's going on, man? Ryan, what's up, dude? Mark, hello. What's going on, man? Trying to hold off on getting an STI. Don't try to hold off on getting an STI. Just go get an STI. Depending on the STI you're talking about. If it's the car, go get one. If it's another type, try to avoid that situation if you can. What's going on, brother? Not too much. Picked up some spicy gas. Been trying to do some more welding today. You know, welding is harder than it looks. I'm going to say that. I can weld like 2 normal pieces of metal together, but like that intercooler core just kicked my ass trying to do it. Con, what's going on, dude? Yo, how's it going? It's going, Ryan. It's going, man. We're doing the stuff in the things. I caught you live. Welcome. Yes, you did. You did, my friend. I won't lie. The stream title sounds like something straight out of SoundCloud Lo-Fi. It could be a song. We can make this song. Baker, appreciate the donut, my friend. Need a favor from me? I'll text you later. Bros headed to Lewis in August. Gotcha. I know you told me about that a little bit prior, but yeah, dude, definitely shoot me a message. I'll keep an eye out this afternoon. Or this evening. I guess it's this evening now. I told myself no more new parts for my WRX until I get what I have installed. Well, dude, just send it. Buy it all. Buy it all. Send it. Get everything. Yo, the sweater looks good. I got one of those. Looks good. Hey, glad to hear. Glad to hear. Callum, what's going on, dude? Wayne, what's up, man? Series white. Ooh, that's a good color, man. Series white. That's like a different kind of white. Series white looks better than CWP. I'm the guy who asked for your sunroof yesterday. I'm down to transplant some harnesses. If you can swap an H6 in, it's doable. There's just a lot of harnesses that you got to swap out for adding a sunroof. There's like main body harnesses, fuse box, relay. There's a whole bunch of stuff. But when the time comes when I swap over to the RA roof, I may put the sunroof roof up for sale if somebody wants to buy it. Might help me recoup some money on the carbon roof. Bossman, I saw the video today of you saying you're looking for a carbon roof. So I know Marsh Composite sells one. I want OEM if I can get OEM first. I try to keep everything within OEM limits if I can for like certain things. So if I can get an OEM roof first, I'd prefer an OEM RA or S209 roof. If not, Marsh Composite is probably the second one that I'll end up getting. They're also fantastic roofs. I'm a welder. I got you, man. Let's see. I want to learn. To weld. It's hard. Learning to weld, especially TIG welding. Like I skipped MIG welding and I went straight to TIG welding. That's hard. It's a challenge. I got a question about suspension. Well, what is your question, Wayne? Zenbite, what's up? Got back from Dyno 07 STI VF43 at 309 wheel horsepower, 349 wheel torque. Those are some happy, fun, streetable numbers. Big thing there is streetable numbers. That's nice. When are we going to see some of the legacy content you were mentioning via a couple videos ago? Probably start filming those next weekend. It'll probably be coming next weekend. Get a couple legacy videos out there on Mittons because we got some stuff up for that one. The trick for MIG is little crescent shapes, but I'm TIG welding. TIG welding that's a whole different story. MIG welding, I can MIG weld decently. TIG welding aluminum right now is what I'm doing. I skipped TIG welding steel. I skipped MIG welding for the most part, and I went straight to TIG welding aluminum. And let me tell you, that is a challenge. I'm finally starting to figure out some techniques that work for me, though, which is good. Bro, should I manual swap my O1 Outback? Yes. That's not a... I'm going to say yes no matter what. Always manual swap, if you can. Gas prices nowadays are crunchier than McDonald's Sprite. Jack, what kind of Sprite do you get from McDonald's, man? Crunchy Sprite? Crunchy. You got me confused on that one, dude. It's sexy for real. Alright, bro, keep an eye out. Gas prices... I can't. What are your thoughts on the FP Red? I currently have a blue. Found a red for $550 in great condition. That really depends on your power goals. Blue's a good streetable turbo. Red's a fantastic streetable turbo as well. Really just comes down to like what are your power goals. Like the turbo is going to be a big factor on kind of what sets you up for that. But, I mean, if you want the red, $550 is a solid deal on it. Powder coating 18 plus STI, wheel thinking silver or bronze on WRB. Silver, I would say silver on that one. With the 2022 BRZ, does putting unequal length headers on it require a tune? Educate the BRZ platform as much? Not necessarily, no. Surprisingly as much. Like, if you want power gains, then obviously yes. But with naturally aspirated cars, they're a little bit more tolerant and forgiving of what modifications you throw at them without just, like, tuning them like that. So for the most part, you can just mix and match. Mix and match on those ones. You hear about the rumors of a hydrogen-powered charger called the Hydra. I mean, I've heard about it for a while, but I haven't looked too much into it. So much. My stance is lower than a bidet. A bidet. Haste Media. Just got Cobb access port after 3 years of stock. Can't believe I've waited this long. Dude, the access port is the gateway into all of your modifications that you're going to be doing, man. All of them. It's fantastic, though. Hey man, I'm probably going to get RCE Yellow Springs for the WRX. I don't want a lot of drop. I'm hoping for the ride quality. I'm hoping the ride quality isn't too bad. Dude, RCAs are RCE? I know what springs you're talking about. They're really good springs for the most part. Haven't had any issues with them. As for the do I need rear LCAs and roll center? You shouldn't for something like that. If you want to, you definitely can. But for just like a 1/8 of an inch or a 0.8 inch drop, you should be fine for the most part, dude. Is 60K on an FAWX too late to start modding? It's never too late to start modding a car. You could have 300,000 on an engine. If the engine is overall healthy, you should be fine for the most part, as long as everything's been well maintained and taken care of. So no, dude, 60K, dude, you're solid. Mod that thing. Send it. How you doing, Tanner? Not too bad, Tristan. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing, dude? Will WRX goodies from Whiteline work on a RS since same chassis? For the most part, they should, yes. There may be... I think the biggest changes are going to be between WRX and STI for knuckles, hubs, maybe a couple other smaller suspension things, but for the most part, they should all intermesh. What up, man? What up, Mark? What's going on? I'm going to leave welding like this TIG welding, the stick shift of cars, and MIG is the automatic, only way I can put it. I feel that. I could see that. I could see that. Oh, TIG. TIG is finesse. Just practice and learning. That's what I've been doing for the most part. It's... like with TIG welding, like as I'm going through trying to figure it out, there's like different techniques I'm trying, different things that I'm doing. Like I just did, because I do the intercooler brackets on the STI to get it ready. And the first one I did was awful. It's on Instagram. You can see it. It looks like straight up butthole. The second one I did came out fathoms better, just because I kind of figured out a technique that kind of worked for me a little bit better. But it's not bad. It's not bad. Best way to do it is just learn and practice, right? Crunchy is how my girlfriend describes my friend's FA20. Crunchy? What are you guys using in terms of crunchy to describe things? Because now you go. How are you using this? I don't crunchy. Is there a hidden definition for the word crunchy that I don't know of? Making a sharp noise when bitten or crushed. And of food pleasantly crisp. Crunchy. FA20s are now crunchy. They're crisp. Crisp. Okay, I get it. I get it. Picasso. I like it. I'm picking it up. I'm putting down. I'm smelling what you stepped in, my man. My driver's side engine mount won't line up. What could be the cause? You may have it on backwards, my dude. So the easiest way to tell which way the engine mounts go is if you look at the engine mount from the side, you're going to see the stud. The stud is always offset to the rear. So the stud goes towards the back because it's not perfectly centered. So whatever way the stud is going goes towards the back of the engine. 60 Canon WRX, way too much. Stop leak stopped working on the leak. The leak is back on the rack and pinion. Dude, rack and pinions, it's like such a pain to try to like stop leak rack and pinions and whatnot. And using like third party stuff, trying to reseal them, it just never ends well. It just never ends well on those things. Love your videos. Just got my first turbo car. Any recommendations on first mods? I would go through and like update everything, gasket, seals, refresh whatever needs to be refreshed after you get through that. Kind of figure out what you want to do with the car. A lot of people, whenever they come into like modifying cars, they just jump into buying parts for them without having like an end goal in mind. Like figure out what you want to do with the car before you start buying parts. If it's like a daily driver that you just want to look like nice or dope, just buy like aesthetic parts and some suspension stuff. If you're doing like time attack, you're going to be probably more focused on like moderate power, chassis bracing, suspension stuff. If it's a drag car, you're probably going all power. So it kind of really depends on what you're doing with the car. My first mods that I always do are like driver-centric ones, stainless steel brake lines, stiffening up some of the stuff, short shifters, things of that nature. So yeah, normally I do the driver-centric mods first. Are you going to do another subscriber smash or pass? I can definitely do one. I'll have to put a notification out a day prior so that way we get a whole bunch of entries going in again. So probably do that. I'll put something out this weekend so that way people can jump in the Discord and add some in there. Your STI build makes me moist. Thanks for the great content. Andrew, anytime, man. If I can make you moist, that's fantastic. Oh! I learned some weird things. Hold up. Let me grab this. I've learned something about this that's really weird. Because I took this out of the car, and then Josh hit me up. He's like, hey man, I ran into a weird issue when we took ours out, where the alternator stopped charging the battery. The battery light in here, or the alternator charging switch or something like that, there's a switch that controls charging the battery in this thing. So I bought a second one of these to dissect, and I'm going to try taking the screen out of here that controls the DC-CD and putting this in my MFD, because if I can move this up to my MFD, that would be dope. Have DC-CD control up in the MFD, because with the Haltech display in there, I can't see DC-CD settings. So if I can take this screen out somehow and like move the screen, you know how cool that'd be? That'd be dope. I don't know if I can do that, but we're going to figure it out. I'm not going to tear this one apart because this one's the actual one for the car, but I bought a second one for like $100. Second hand. Fantastic. Late to the show, but I made it. What's going on? Scott. Smedia, going to jail, guys. Sirens coming. Dude, they're always coming. Smedia, when you get that Fenderist kit? Probably not, to be honest. I have actually been looking more into this. Which some of you guys are going to be like, why are you getting that? Why do you want that? It's because I want it. Why can my site not be reached? There we go. Boom. Boom. I've been trying to find these for some reason. I have been trying to find S209 flares. And I'm not talking about the OLM ones. I'm talking about OEM S209 flares. They got to be out there. There's got to be a way for me to get these somehow. I know a couple people who have gotten an OEM set who didn't have an S209. So I think I need to find somebody with an S209, get their VIN if they're willing to release their VIN to me, so that way I can order parts through Subaru. It's got to come through Japan, though, so I don't know. I want those flares, damn it. They fit perfect on my car. Absolutely perfect. It wouldn't be an S209, though. It would be better than an S209, in my opinion. But if I could find, like, OEM S209 flares, I'd be about it. I want them. For some reason, don't know why I want them, but I want them. Ooh. What's your opinion on the FA24 engine potential? Honestly, that's a good topic, actually. So I think most people have seen what Prime Motoring has been doing recently with the FA24 and the new WRX. And it is surprisingly, well, I mean, we all knew the FA24 was going to do well. Overall, I still don't like the styling of the car. I think Import Image Racing threw on some, like, prototype coilovers and some wheels. I'm still not a fan of the car. Like, I still don't like it even lowered. Like, let me see if I can pull this up. I think it was on their YouTube that I saw it. Somebody sent me a screenshot of it. Let me see if I can find this thing, because now I'm curious. Hold up. Just show me Boom. Okay, let's just go right here. I'm going to be honest. I don't care about looking at that. I'm going to show you guys what I don't like about this. Pause it right there. This. I still just don't like this whole section. This is like it's like a square in a circle. You're putting a circle in a square hole. I'm just not about. They also copied my color scheme, but I'm not mad about that. It's a new car, anyways. So I guess it's not copying, but the blue and the white. I mean, blue and white's a good, solid choice. But like this whole, it still looks like a Crosstrack to me. But the power potential that people have been making, or that Prime Motoring's been doing with this, they did an E30 tune. They're not even a tune. They just put E30 in the car with a turbo back and I think an intake. And it made just a hair over 300 to the wheels, which is fantastic and impressive for the FA24. I still think the FA24 is going to run into some of the same problems that the FA20 did, mainly with fueling, as we've seen from Prime Motoring, testing the FA24 prior. But honestly, I mean, it's making good power. It's making good power. Have you seen the GR Corolla that everyone was talking about? Yeah, we talked about that in the last stream. I want it. I want the GR Corolla. I like it. It's Picasso. It's art. This, like, I can't get over these fenders, man. I'm sorry. Like, and the headlights look too small. Like, I haven't found an angle of this car that I like yet. And just looking at this static shot of this, it looks like a Crosstrack. Hold up. Still just insert sad face. It does, dude. It just looks like a Crosstrack that's been lowered. I can't get behind it. I'm sorry. It makes great power. I can't get behind it. I just can't do it. Can't do it. Almost as they let the Forester guy design the WRX. 11 blade fan wheel spools up hella quick. Jim, I don't know what that was in. Oh, that's up to Con. Gotcha. There's no saving the trunk lid. And dude, the trunk, if you guys see one in person, look at the trunk. The trunk does like a 90-degree cut in. It's weird. It's weird. What do you need for an S209? I can try to find the part numbers if you want. The fender flares is what I'm trying to get. But I can't get any S209 parts without having an S209 VIN, which is kind of dumb. But, I mean, I get it. I get why, but it is what it is on that. Not even an intake. They took the charcoal layer off. Ah, see, that's what it was. I also took the charcoal filter out of the BRZ. The BRZs come with charcoal filters, too, for some reason. I mean, I get their emissions and EPA stuff, but yeah, it's impressive. FA24 just in the WRX. E30 in a turbo back with removing the charcoal filter, I guess, and it's doing 301. So we'll definitely see what the FA24 and the WRX is capable of. I honestly think that it is going to be more capable in the BRZ with the D4S system from Toyota, so that way we have port injection and direct injection, which I have some fun BRZ videos coming up for you guys in the next week or so that I'm excited for. So FA24 specific too. Maybe try finding an online dealership selling an S209. They usually post the VIN for Carfax checking reasons. That's not a bad idea. That's actually not a bad idea right there, Mark. That's big brain stuff. Big brain. The plastic panels for the new STI cringe, cheap looking. Dude, they do. They just look cheap. I don't like it. If I could either get like a WRX or like a GR Corolla, I'm taking the Corolla every day of the week. No matter how low you go, those fenders make it look like you have a massive gap. Dude, it's just like, it's just the shape of the fender that gets me. It's like you're putting a circle in a square. And putting a circle in a square like that just doesn't mesh well for me. And this, the whole side skirt's plastic. Like, come on, you guys couldn't have painted the side skirt before selling the car? Or releasing it to market? Like, there's just too much plastic on this car for me. Why did I turn on the captions? I don't care about the Cosmos wheels. This is all plastic. The grill doesn't look terrible. The headlights still look too small. Plastic, plastic, plastic. It's just plastic everywhere. Just plastic everywhere. Not about it. Speedy, have you tried just contacting Subaru PR? I mean, the extra free advertisement. PR. Who is Subaru PR? Who's PR? PR. Public Records? I don't know. I don't think Subaru likes me, specifically. I don't think Subaru actually likes me. I also have an S209 VIN number. See, I think we have to know somebody that has. I don't know how it works. I need to figure it out. If I can talk to a dealership that kind of likes me, I may be able to get it if I can snag a VIN like that. What's new for Eva? The Evo. Evo, I have a fluid damper on the way. That should be here Monday. The serpentine belt and the rest of the stuff, so that way we can finish building the engine to get it thrown back in the car. It's going to be easier to time it and get the serpentine belt and all that stuff on the engine while it's outside of the car than it is to be inside of the car. Aside from that, then we can get the actual 4G back into the Evo, which will be nice. It'll be solid. Ooh, fake vents on the front. Well, hey, yeah, not on the new WX for me. Cheers. See? I think they might have a color match option for the panels. I've seen the color. I've seen someone who wrapped them, and it's still... Let me see if I can find the picture. It still doesn't look good. It's... hold up. Let me see if I can find this picture. It just still doesn't look good, in my opinion. Even with it wrapped. I saw somebody posted it somewhere. It might have been on Facebook. Was it on Reddit? Yeah, it still looks like poop. I'm sorry, it still looks like poop. It's... none of these photos look good of this car. Even the middle one with the fully painted cladding, the fenders still don't look like they fit the car well. It looks too rectangular, too octagonal, I guess you could say. Even with it kind of painted, not kind of painted, it still doesn't look right in my... I don't know. There's something about... I mean, do you guys think that it looks good painted? Like, even with the painted flares, it still looks funky to me. It just doesn't look right. What's the difference with the S209 OLM fender flares? They're not OEM. I'm a big stickler on OEM. If I can get the OEM version of something rather than getting a third-party one, to me, the fit, finish, and value of it is miles better. Hopefully the WX's mid-gen facelift with painted plastics and new... Honestly, even with painted plastics, it don't look right to me. It just don't look right. Hey, brother, how's it going? Have you heard of the Grimspeed bypass valve, and does that require a tune? Bypass valves don't require any type of tune. I've seen they've released it, and they're selling them now, but I have absolutely no experience with them just because they're so new onto the market. It looks soft, not aggressive like it used to be. It looks like it's beanifed a diet of soy. Dude, even with the painted cladding, it just still doesn't look right. It just doesn't look right still. The back bumper is horrendous. Dude, painted or non-painted? Like, what are people in Reddit saying? The aftermarket will be this car's savior. I don't know, it's still pretty ugly. That's an upvote. I have to log in. I'm not going to do that. I don't care, dude. This bumper has a... The bumper's bumper has a bumper. The rear bumper is going to be like the stock... Nah, it's like the pig nose. I just hate the taillights. Look like Civic taillights. Am I crazy for thinking this is going to be a great car for exterior mods? You are, sir, crazy. Easy body kit. I don't know if they're going to be easy. Like, most of this stuff's held on with pop clips. If you've taken off and put back on body panels with pop clips, they never line up the same again. Like, you get like weird gaps, and they never fit right after you take them off once. All are still bad. I don't know. I just don't think it looks good. I'm ready for a BRZ now. 2018 STI here, and we'll keep her as long as she'll have me. Very nice, dude. Hold on to that thing. It's a gem. Someone in the Discord got one installed already. It's on the car's channel. Ooh, I'm going to have to go take a peek. Another option is an aftermarket carbon fiber wide body panel. I honestly, it's the shape. It's not necessarily the fact that it's made out of plastic. It's the overall shape of this wheel arch. It just, if I like cover up just the top half of the car, like just the top half, and I'm only looking at it like that, all I can think of is like Crosstrack. That's all I see out of it. It looks like a baby Crosstrack. It does. I don't know. I just, even with painted panels, I don't like it. You know, it's just not my taste. Smitty, I was driving my STI earlier with an empty tank. I was getting some crazy fine knock clear in negative 11.5, especially cruising up at 6 gear, 2K RPM, so I filled it up and my dam dropped to 0.668. Thoughts? Reset ECU learning. If it comes back, start investigating. If it doesn't come back, keep driving, man. I hate those open wheel moldings so much. When the fuck is the BRZ STI, though, y'all? I don't know. Japan got one, and it looks really good. 2022 BRZ STI. I really like the JDM one. The JDM one looks fantastic. That is definitely a render. This is it, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's this one. This one looks good. I like the subtle additions that they did. This is it, the STI variant that they got in Japan. This looks so freaking good. I love this. Like, whoever did this, 10 out of 10. Picasso, I love it. It looks killer. I love the OEM wing. I love the wheels. Love the lip kit. Fantastic. 10 out of 10 on this one. Whoever did this in Japan, love it. Absolutely love it. Kind of sucks that we don't get this in the US, but you know, it's all right. Like, the wing is actually proportional to the car. It's actually proportionate, which that's one thing I've noticed with the S4 and the S209. The wing looks entirely way too small. Like, I want these fog light bezels too, but they're like $600, and that's a really hard justification. Like, if we go S209 and we look at the wing looks unproportionate to the car. It looks way too small. The S209's wing, it's like, they were like, let's try to make the smallest possible wing and stick it on this car. It doesn't look like it fits the car well at all. Like, an OEM STI wing, I think, would look way better on this car than that. Plus, the stanchions in the middle just look, I don't know. I've never liked that wing. It just don't look the best. It don't look good, I think. But this, I love this. I love this thing. This thing just looks fire. Absolutely beautiful. Picasso all over this one. That photo specifically. As long as it's still got a manual gearbox. That's a big one. Got to keep manual. For an aggressive rally-inspired car, it looks dumpy from all angles. See, this thing, the WRX and the STI aren't really rally cars anymore. Like they used to be in like the early 2000s. And that's one thing that everyone's like, especially all like the hate comments I see online about cars and whatnot, especially like WRX's STIs. They're like, you ruined a rally car by lowering it. Like, dude, this looks good. I'm about this. This thing looks fire. Like, Subarus they've never been rally cars straight out of the box. Like, they're not. Like, let's be real here. S2O wing is hella functional though. It looks, it's just gross. It don't look proportionate. Like, if it was super functional, why wouldn't companies like Veris, Voltex, APR, all of these companies that only do aero, why would they not make smaller wings? It's just like, I get it, it's functional to an extent, but I don't think it looks good. Don't look good. What do you feel about other car companies stopping production of V8s and replacing with V6 twin turbos? I mean, I'm about it. I like V6s. I like turbos. I'm about it. I've never been a big V8 guy anyways. Like, I've only had one V8 car, and that was my old Maserati. Like, yeah, that car was a blast, and the V8 in it was fantastic, but that's the only V8 I've ever had. I've just never been a big V8 guy, so I'm about it. I like me some V6s, inline sixes, sixes in general with some turbos. About it. I'm about it. That wing fits so well. It fits really well on the BRZ. It does not fit really well on the WRX. I'll say that much. Like this one has a hood scoop. Hood scoops on BRZs they don't look good. Change my mind. You can't change my mind. They don't look good. Hood scoops don't belong on them. This looks fantastic though. Just found out you can't order S209 things with just a VIN. You have to match the name with Subaru of America's records. That makes things a little bit more difficult then, doesn't it? I will find a way to get S209 parts. I will find a way, even if I have to find one that's been crashed. I'll find a way. Straight 6 over a V6. I would prefer a straight 6, an inline 6 over a V6, yes. They're selling a 2021 STI Premium for $100K at a car yard here. Make the fact it's going to be the last version of the STI. In what country? What country are we referring to? I know Australia's been going ham with the prices of STIs. Like, insanely high. It's crazy. I actually dig the scoop. I just don't think the scoop fits on the BRZ well. It looks weird. This dude has had the randomest cars. I know, I've had a lot of weird cars. Oh yeah, the Charger RT is being replaced by a twin-turbo inline 6. It makes more power than the V8. That's interesting. I'm going to have to look more into it. I knew there was talk of like V8s being discontinued and replaced with like inline 6 twin-turbo stuff or like single-turbo stuff, but I'm going to have to do some more digging. I didn't know Dodge was like moving it that quick. VG30D ETT all the way. I like me some Nissan motors. My favorite, the best sounding motor. The best. Let me see if I can find like a solid video of this. Because it's 100%. This is the best sounding engine. in the world. In the world. RB20s. You can't tell me otherwise. RB20 sounds so good. Get in it. Rev it. Rev it. Rev it. Let me hear it. Dude, they sound so smooth. They sound so good. You suck at revving though. Rev it! Your video sucks. Brutal sound compilation. This is very loud. I missed it. That one sounds like butt though. That one don't sound good. That one does. I miss RB20, man. I miss Nissans. I miss Nissans. I miss my RB20. That was a fun engine. You could beat the hell out of that thing. It would just take whatever abuse you threw to it. Do you think the prices of the STI in the U.S. are going to skyrocket? No, I do not think so. You keep in mind they made STIs for damn near 20 years. There's a lot of them out there, especially V8 chassis. There's so many V8 chassis STIs. I don't see, unless you have like a limited production model, like an RA, a 209, or maybe like a 2021 model, I just don't see prices skyrocketing on STIs. They'll probably go up a little bit, but not a ton. Most V10s sound awesome, especially M5. Ooh, I've heard a couple V10s. The M5 one, ooh, I feel it. LFA is amazing. LFA is cheat codes for exhaust notes. Ferrari at full song is beautiful. The LFA engine sound is a cheat code. Best motor, LFA V10, V10. Best sounding engine, easy, VQ35DE. The VQs can sound good when done right. My old VQ was very, how do I say, raspy? It was a very raspy sounding car. Most V10, I've seen some videos of H6 engines sounding like that. Have you guys seen the ASF machine one? This thing looks nuts. I watch this video every now and then because it sounds wild. It sounds so good. No, we want more. I don't know why they put music over the background of it, but come on. Get into it. Oh. Oh. That's 967 horsepower off of what, 24 PSI? That's insane! That's gonna be us soon, dude. And it sounds so good. I love the way EGs sound. Do it again. Do it again. God, dude, I love the sound of EG33s. They sound so good. So good. I love the sound of F1 cars. F1 cars are cheating, man. Those things are like, wah, wah, wah. That's not even fair. It's not even fair. What are your top 3 catbacks to the STI? ETS Extreme. You guys think I'm going to say Tomei, right? I ain't gonna put Tomei on the list. NVIDIA N1, if you're on a budget, is not a bad sounding exhaust. A lot of people seem to like the AWE. I've only heard videos of the AWE and it doesn't sound bad, so I'll throw that up there. I like the way the Tomei sounds. I don't like the way the Tomei looks, if that makes sense. It's just, I don't know. I replaced my exhaust with a giant speaker that plays Nickelback. Louder as my... I love it. I love it. Which song? Which song by Nickelback is your exhaust? I want to know. Is it Photograph or is it Rockstar? What do you listen to from Nickelback? Please let us know. That exhaust note on the LFA is perfection. LFA exhaust note. It's cheat. This is a cheat code for exhaust. Not even fair. Can I hear it? Okay. It does sound really good. Can we find a better one? Like, where's a better one? Here we go. Dude, they sound wild. Nickelback Rockstar. LFAs are cheating, man. They sound so good, though. I'll give them that. They're so smooth. They sound so smooth. That's an interesting transition because I caught a mid-circle. I'm not a fan of the NVIDIA R400. NVIDIA R400 sounds fantastic. It's not in my top 3. Tanner, when is the next meet for the boys? When it's not raining. I was going to do one this weekend, and then I looked at the weather on like Tuesday, and it's supposed to rain all weekend, and I don't feel like standing in the rain all week, or I don't feel like standing in the rain, so. Yeah. Thoughts on Lucid Air? Would you ever get an electric car? Well, I don't even know what the Lucid Air is. Would I ever get an electric car? Yeah, I mean, if I could afford one. Electric cars are expensive. They're expensive for the fun ones. They're expensive. What is going on here? Penguins. Metal Gear Rising is a masterpiece. I can tell. I can tell. GT 4586 sounds great. Anyone else running a cutout on their STI? Love the sound, but not when I'm driving to Texas for 3 hours. A cutout is a nice middle ground to have in there. Nice middle ground to have in there. What's your favorite short throw shifter on the STI? Cartboy. Dark Matter released one that I've been looking into, but it's very expensive. Let me see here. I've been looking into this because I kind of want to buy one, and then I've been like, they're kind of expensive. Like, that's a little expensive for a shifter. It's a good-looking shifter, though. The DM1 shifter is packed full of engineered designs to maximize your driving experience, available for nearly all manual Subarus. This is not only the strongest Subaru shifter available, but also has the shortest throw capabilities, with nearly 50% shorter than OEM. It looks like a really cool short shifter, but $1,000, $1,100 for a short shifter, that's a little excessive. Like, it's cool, don't get me wrong, but $1,100 is a little excessive. It is really excessive. Dude, Lucid Air is like Model S, but it actually handles. All right, I gotta look this thing up now. Lucid Air. Luxury car. It's a luxury car. What is this thing? Lucid Motors. Discover Air. Yeah, teach me. Show me the Air. Discover. Sure, I'll accept your cookies. Design? I can design my own? Alright. Let me design mine. Air. What do we got here? Oh, I can open the door? What did that do? What did that do? I broke it. Oh, okay. No, I didn't. Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa! Okay. Oh, I can go in it? What is this? What's in here? What you hiding? Oh, that's where I can put my golf bags, apparently. What does this do? Does it take the bumper off? Oh, no, I turned the lights on. Okay. What is it? Oh, okay. I got hazards on now. What does this one do? I got a blinker. Oh, dude, the whole roof is glass. That's kind of cool. Look at that. Can I open the trunk? Woo! Bro, where are you hiding your battery packs? Where are you hiding them? Can I do something else? Oh, I can go inside of the car? Ooh. Yo, how'd they get these on here? How did they get the mirror visors on there? Can I pull one down? Apparently not. Okay. Alright, let's Dream Edition Performance. Wow, $169,000. I don't think I can afford one of these. Because if we're gonna do it, alright, so this is Dream Edition Range. Our range variant delivers 933 max horsepower with up to 520 miles of range. Okay, well, I feel like we have to go for the 1100 horsepower one. These are the same price. 471 miles. Okay, so it lets you choose if you want to sacrifice a little bit of range for more power, which, of course, I'm going to want. Color. Okay, get me outside of this thing. Get me outside of the car. Color. Do they have any fun colors? Like white? Infinite black? Can I close the hood? Close that. Yeah, thank you. Close the hood. Zenith red? Okay, alright. I think I'd probably do the black. Probably do the black. What is this? Included. Okay, that's included. 19-inch aero range. Are these just the wheels that I'm looking at here? Ew, no. 21. I hate 21s. Those are big. What do you need 21s for on this? Santa Monica interior, Lucid user, Electrify America charging, included. All right, how much? That's a lot. I don't think I can afford one of these things. I'm sorry. $161,000. Looks like a cool car. That's expensive though. That's real expensive. Where can I get a paint match non-folded bumper for my 15? I'm pretty sure they ship them all folded for the most part. Pretty sure they all ship them folded. But if you want a even Subaru ships them folded, so I don't know. I'm pretty sure everyone ships bumpers folded if you're looking for one. Cobb bushings with Cartboys. Cartboy is a fantastic one. That's what I use in all of mine for the most part. This Lucid thing looks cool, but you know that is way outside of my budget. Cartboy is fantastic. I use Cartboy in the STI. I've used it in plenty of other STIs. Fantastic bang for the buck for a short throw shifter. I did a PLM 3-inch mid-pipe and used muffler deletes. Poor man's ETS Extreme. Ain't nothing wrong with that. PLM, I feel like, is like up. I got a couple PLM parts in the garage that got delivered today. So after looking at PLM, they're really not bad. Like, they're really not bad from what I've seen so far. LOL, you say you can't afford a 100K car. Better not think of the total cost of your flat six Subaru. I know how much I've spent on the Subaru. That's different though. That's way different than outright spending. This is more than 100K. This is 161,000. Like my Subaru ain't even. I don't have that much in the Subaru. Like that's a lot. Tire rotation on a STI X pattern or no tire rotation. Normally I just take the fronts and put them on the backs and the backs to the fronts. That's what I normally do. Check out the reviews of the Lucid Air. It's a true electric sports car. How does anybody have one of these, though? It's pre-order only. Unless they have, like...
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot I have this up really high. How, like, it's pre-order only right now, unless they have, like, test vehicles out. FP Blue or FP Black for 500 wheel? FP Black. Subi Depot exhausts aren't bad either. I've never heard of them. I'm going to have to check out Subi Depot. I just received mine paint matched and has some imperfection. Also received my splitter today broken. Who shipped them? Reach out. Ask the vendor whoever shipped them. They should help figure out the situation on trying to... Hopefully it was insured. That's a big thing. A lot of people don't insure packages when they send them out. GR Corolla. I love me the GR Corolla. I genuinely want one of these. GR. Can I design one yet? Corolla. GR Corolla. I'd like to design one of these. Can I do it? GR Corolla. Sign up for updates. Can I build one? Sure. Corolla hatchback? Is it 2022 or 2023 that they come out? Build my vehicle. Do I get to pick the trim? GR? Nope. I don't think so. Not yet. What about a Supra? Nah, hell nah. GR86 though! That's what I'm talking about. I like the GR86. Worth it. Boop! Ravenchild, appreciate the donut, my friend. Thanks for a nice distraction from the long month this week has been. That is a long week if it's been a month, man. Hopefully the weekend is nice and relaxing for you, dude. What up, fam? Sorry I'm late. Hope you are doing good, Tanner and chat. What's going on, Kyle? We were looking at some weird Lucid-looking car. It's a weird-looking thing, man. David Black at Smedia. Do it, man. Tell me if you need some PR up in Canada. I'm their guy. For what? What are we talking about? What's going on over there? What are you guys talking about? They're pricey, and I'm sure Smedia reached out. They would do it for PR. Who? Are we talking about Dark Matter? Like, I don't ask companies to send me things. It feels dirty and wrong to be able to do that. I've never liked that. You have to wait till the fall. Ugh, it's so... I mean, it's really not that long. It's only a couple months. I don't like saying it's a couple months, though. The fall is out there. I don't know. I've been tossing it around for the GR Corolla. It's a cool-looking car. I like me some hatchbacks. I think it'll look good. I'm about it. Ordered from Subi Speed. Emailed to see what I can do about it. Just weekend things. They should help take care of you on that one. At least get, like, an insurance claim going through FedEx or UPS or whoever sent it. I work for Toyota, and you have to wait until the fall to build the GR Corolla. Lame. It's whatevs. I might pre-order one when they come out. I may go down to Toyota, build one, and pre-order one. Bro, this mini Japanese tea fits so good. The design and quality is A++++. Hey, thank you, Kyle. Glad it made it there on time and safely, my man. I need to know the insurance prices on the STI once it's insurance. LOL, gotta be insane. What do you mean? On the STI, it's really not that bad. I have specialty insurance on the STI. Would anybody like to take a guess? Like right now, it's insured as stored, but like I have the full coverage price and the stored, obviously the stored price because that's what I pay right now since I'm not driving it. It's really not that bad. I have specialty insurance on the STI. That's the one I just talked about. Boop. I don't want fall. Nobody wants fall. Everyone wants like nice spring, summer weather. Hey, quick question. Running over 300 wheel horsepower on my 2012 WRX hatch with turbo back and EBCS. You think my engine will hold up for about 45K on the engine? Are you tuned? You're tuned, right? I'm assuming you're tuned. I mean, as long as you take care of the car, you shouldn't have any issues. GR Corolla or New Z? New Z, hands down. But the New Z is probably going to be like 10K more than the GR Corolla. So it really comes down to like what the starting prices of both of the cars are. I prefer the Z over the Corolla. F200F? I don't know. I was looking at the 2014 STI hatch to make my daily, and now I decided I'm buying a GR Corolla instead. Take me with you, Jacob. I want one too. What side skirt do you recommend? I bought some from Strafe Design, but they stole my money. Dude, that's what Strafe Design does. Like, Strafe Design is one of the worst companies I have seen out there. You will buy something from Strafe Design, and they will ship it to you 2 years later. If that. If that. It is so hit or miss with them for people. It's insane. Like, if anyone is ever ordering or considering ordering any aero parts from Strafe Design, stop. Just don't. Save yourself the time. Save your money. It's so bad with them. I've never seen anybody with a good experience from Strafe Design. But if you... I use OEM. I like the OEM STI ones. Bet, bro. Keeping you to it, Jacob. Smedia, double Smedia. Do you happen to know any good tuners near Kentucky? Personally, I do not. I don't know any like dyno tuners out there. I can recommend e-tuners if you want e-tuners, but if you're looking into it, if you're looking at going to a dyno, it sounds like that you'd want an actual like engine calibrator there in your car on a dyno. Ask local Facebook groups, hop on Google, do that type of situation. That should point you in the right direction. But I don't know any off the top of my head, unfortunately. I'm thinking of putting special insurance on my STI build. I still need to paint and body done, though. It takes time. Nothing wrong with that. I'm curious on the insurance I've been tossing around. What is the point of special insurance? It's not necessarily special insurance. So when it comes to insuring a car, if you want it insured over what the MSRP is or what they value the car at, it's not really special insurance. It's more along the lines of like, I'm insuring the car for this amount of money, and then your premiums and everything else kind of adjusts around that. Some insurance companies do it, other ones don't. On the STI, I do have a set premium on the STI for what I have it insured for, so that way in the event of like a crash or fire or anything of that nature, I'm not out all the money I've toward, like I'm still going to be out like some cash if anything were to happen to the STI, but it covers more than what insurance would typically pay out for the car. What's your turbo upgrade recommendation for a stock block with fuel and bolt-on upgrades, Cobb 20G? How much power are you shooting for, man? That's the question. I could recommend like 8 different turbos. And what are you going to be doing with the car? Is it a street car, like autocross car? Like Cobb 20 GFP Blue are going to get you to like 400 to 430 range, no problem. But it really comes down to like what you're doing with the car. Small dog woke up from his nap and just ran out there. He's going to boof at things. Ooh, all right. Thanks, Smedia, and had no clue that was an option. Definitely is. Some insurances will do it, not all insurances. Small dog, yes, that was small dog. He's running around. Someone just got home. How hard is it to wrap a car as somebody who's never done it? Really want to make mine blue. Do it, dude. It's really not that bad. My suggestion is if you're going to wrap your car for the first time, buy extra vinyl wrap because you're going to make mistakes. It's going to happen. Don't get too upset or too frustrated if you do. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's really not too terrible. Also, David, appreciate the dono, man. Links for you guys. engine build giveaway stuff and the Discord. Feel free to swing through those if you guys want. Also, engine build stuff or engine build giveaway. Touch on that one as a shameless plug as always. If you guys want to get entered into the engine build giveaway, you guys know what to do. If I can type, boop. If you guys do want to get entered into the engine build giveaway, you guys know the rules. Every $25 spent gets you one entry into the giveaway. The giveaway runs until April 29th. Then it closes. The winner will be drawn the following Friday. They will pick between the FA20 or the EJ25. We'll get it sent out to the machine shop. It'll come back. I'll build it, send it out to them. I'm covering shipping on it, so no need to worry about anything like that. It's a fun time. It's a fun time. Happy belated birthday to Small Dog. I will pass the message along to him. He is now 6 whole years old. What is the transmission plan for Blue? Once the transmission blows up in the STI, we'll go probably with a PPG gear set or dog box. I don't know yet. It really depends on... Smitty, if you put HTTPS in front... Oh, well, look at that. Well, I will redo that then. With the transmission on the STI... HTTPS://. Is it 2 backslashes? It is. Boop. We'll try that one. It still didn't make it clickable for me. HTT. That's because I screwed it up. Dude, I can't type at all. Is it going to work now? HTTPS. Okay. Dude, I swear it links kick my ass. There we go. Woo! I'll pin that one. I got it right for once. Once the transmission blows up in the STI is when we're going to build it, because I don't want to spend the money on the transmission right now if I can avoid it, because we still have the Evo to get back on the road. There's some stuff I want to do with the BRZ. So I'm going to try to make that 6-speed last a little while before I blow it up to the moon. So we'll see. Once it blows up is when we'll build it. I had to check my insurance. $235 for 6 months full coverage, $500 deductible, but I'm old, bro. Hey, that's good deals right there. If your Subi got totaled, what will you salvage? If the STI got totaled, it would depend on the damage, to be honest. If it was fixable damage, I would buy it back and fix it. If it was total, and there was absolutely no saving that car, I'd pull what I could from it. I'd pull the EG out of it. The short block would probably still be... I'd pull whatever I could out of it, to be honest. Whatever I could take back out of it. I have an EG33 if you need a spare. I mean, I'm always down to take a spare EG if someone has one and they want to sell it in your local. I will definitely pick one up if you don't want it. What do you think of using U-clips to install a front splitter on the bottom of the front lip? Personally, not a huge fan of it. I've seen people do it. It's hit or miss. I've seen some of them fly off from people. I've seen other people hold on to them and they like grip the bumper like glue, I guess. I don't even know where I was going with that analogy. I wouldn't do it. Yo, would you drive my car when we meet for the wheels once it gets tuned? I'll get myself that special insurance, aka giveaway. If you want, do you want me to drive your car? I mean, I'm down. I'm down to drive whatever. Bring me the cars. I'll drive them all. You did it. We did the thing, Tristan. I finally got the HTTPS. LOL, sometimes I feel you. Dude, it's just like, sometimes I'm just fine with typing. Maybe I still need to change the keyboard membrane. I think I've got too many miles on this one, and it's starting to give out. My membrane. Still stoked that I only pay $32 a month on my STI. That's not bad at all. Not bad. Shit, I'll sell you my whole car to see what you do with it. Hey man, you cool like fish in the pool? Are we swimming? Are we fishing? What kind of fish is we? What kind of fishes? We swimming with the fishes. Macau, what's going on? What's good, my man? Elwa, and now we lost him. I don't know what we did. We lost someone. Did we lose me? I think we lost me. Sorry, Smedia. Sorry, I keep asking questions, Smedia. But what e-tuners would you recommend for an EJ? Josh Bader is going to be number 1 on that list. Delicious Tuning will do good. Eric at Torqued Performance. Honestly, those would be like top 3 that I'd go with. I'd probably stick with Josh if you can get Josh to do it. What do you think of the OLMS 209 fender flares? Personally, wouldn't buy them. I was actually looking at those today. OLMS 209 fender flares. This is ridiculous. This is, if it'll load. We're going to sit here and stare at this blank screen. I was actually looking at these today. I personally would not spend $1,000 on these before tax and shipping. The shipping would probably be free. It requires a 2018 to 2021 WRX STI front bumper, a lower matte block. I can't justify spending $1,000 on a knockoff of an OEM part. Personal preference on that one. Some people might be able to. I just personally wouldn't care to spend $1,000 on this. If I'm spending $1,000 on something, there's a lot of other things I would rather spend $1,000 on before spending it on knockoff OEM flares. And I know you can't get the S209 ones. If this is a look that you're going for, and here's the thing that bothers me too about these, and the S209 ones are no different. These literally only hold on with 3M tape. There's no cutting of the fender that happens. It's just, I don't know. I like the OEM ones. These look like the OEM ones, and they're fantastic replicas of the OEM ones. I don't think they're worth $1,000. I don't. Maybe $600 max painted, but $1,000 is a stretch. I know how much it like realistically, Subi Speed is probably spending $80 max a set on these to have them manufactured. Then again, you got to think of like tooling costs, the mold cost, everything like that. It could be a little bit more. It could be up in the range of like $150 to make each set. But even so, after paint, you're probably looking at total cost of like $350, $400 to have everything painted, because they probably do all of these in bulk. Since they have them in stock for the most part in damn near every color. What color? Why is red $699? Why is red $700 but World Rally Blue is $1,000? Can anybody tell me that? Why is okay, that one's unpainted. Pure red $699. CWP $1,000. Ice Silver Metallic $1,000. Galaxy Blue $700. Like, what is the justification here? How is it going from $700 to $1,000? I know the paint color is not that significant and different. Like, I don't know. To me, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. LOM ones don't have perfect fitment either. See, that's why I like OEM. That's why I stay with OEM stuff as much as possible. Yeah, LOM does have good fitment, but it's not OEM fitment. All I'm saying is, if you're spending $1,000, if you have a World Rally Blue card, you're spending $1,000 on these flares. It's just no. It's probably costing Subi Speed at max $250 to $350 to manufacture these things, and what, a $650 markup guessing on that, I can't justify it. Like, they're cool looking flares. That seems more reasonable than that, but it's just like, that's $1,000 for that. So no. I need a 2.5 for 2010 Impreza. If you want or know anyone that wants to trade for an EG33, I've got a EGI 25 case half set. It's not assembled if you want to trade. Where are the likes at? Anyway, Big Northwest. Hey, Ravenchild coming in here policing people up. I will be at Big Northwest, and so will the Blue Brew. We will be there, my friend. We already have our ticket. We're already registered. We're already good to go. The Pearl and the paint in WRB. It's not a $300 justification, though, on a set. That's insane. They bulk paint all of those. $1,000 for those flares is insanely overpriced. Because World Rally Blue is a traditional color. It is what it is. Hey, buddy, I got an air oil separator pitch mount and brace clutch line, but now I got P0420 on my 2021 STI. Please help let me know what you think. Was that random misfire? Or is that O2 sensor? P0420. I think that's... Yeah, O2 sensor. O2 sensor. Low catalyst efficiency system. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be your O2 sensor. I don't understand the point of them. If you're not getting any extra room for the wheel and tire, that's my other big thing with flares. If I'm spending $1,000 on flares, they better be damn near functional, where I can cut up the fender and get some more room up in there. Because that's the whole point of flares. It's the whole point of flares, in my opinion. To each their own. Different strokes for different folks, but personal opinion on that one. Anyone know Josh Bader's price range for E-Tunes? Just ballpark. I want to say ballpark is around $400. Ballpark, maybe somewhere in that range. Paint color makes a difference if the color is copyrighted, like Rally Blue. But even so, it's $1,000 is insanely overpriced for that. I know a dude who had those in WRB. Honestly, how much did it cost in? Here's my other thing. We're gonna do a little investigating here. This one's unpainted. Unpainted matte black. Okay, so even for an unpainted set, you're looking at $600. Probably cost Subi Speed at max $200. $200, $250 to have these made per set. So what? Off of that alone, you're looking at a $350 markup. It does like $400 to paint that. I can have a local paint shop do just as good of a job for the same color. I don't know. I'm done talking about these OLM flares. They're overpriced. Does anyone know how much an e-tune is? Typically for an e-tune, you're looking at the price range of like $300 to $500, depending on who you go with. 500 and 650 for e-tunes, depending on fuel. Question: what should I do if I can't get one of my spark plugs out? If you cannot get one of them out, is it like seized into the cylinder head? That's not a fun time. That's never a fun time. I've seen people break them off before, but then you're like vacuuming out shards of porcelain from your cylinder head, and it's just... Try to get a socket on there and just PB blaster, spray a decent amount of PB blaster in there, let it soak for a little while. After it's soaked, get a spark plug socket on there and try to work it out as best as you can. If it breaks, I wish you the best of luck. It's not a fun time if a spark plug breaks or strips or pulls threads. It's insanely difficult to even try to repair the spark plug threads while the engine is in the car. I wish you the best of luck. That's all I can say on that one. Is it worth it to tune a 2020 stock STI with a catback? No, not needed. Unless he homie hooks up. I've got a squeaking coming from my passenger side rear suspension. Small bumps. Big bumps. Regular driving. 2020 WX bushing. Honestly, if you can... get the car up in the air, get like a jack under the wheel, see if you can put a little bit of load on it, and just try shaking some of the suspension components to narrow it down. Typically, that's helped me in the past. If not, it could be a plethora. It could be sway bar bushing, could be ball joints, could be other worn bushings. I mean, it's a pretty new car, so it shouldn't have worn bushings or ball joints. My guess is going to be sway bar bushings. Just off the top of my head. Favorite coilovers for the STI. Favorite is Fortunato. Fortunato is very hard to justify nowadays because they're very, 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 very expensive. Close second would be BC Racing. Some people hate BC Racing. Like, they can have small issues here and there, but for the most part, they're fantastic for what you're spending money on. But we've been going for about an hour, you guys. I got to hop off. I got some other stuff I got to knock out, some other things I got to do. But I appreciate everyone swinging through the stream tonight. On the bright side of things, I am knocking out as many things as possible on the STI right now. I think I'm down to 4 things left to do on the list before the car is tunable and ready to send to Josh. So I'm going to continue knocking out these things as much as I can. Continue working on them tonight. So with that, I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. I appreciate everyone swinging through the stream. Appreciate all the donos. Remember, if you guys do want to get entered into the engine build giveaway, link is pinned at the top of this. I'm not going to go... You guys know the spiel. I'm not going to keep going over the spiel. So with that, I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. I will catch you guys in the next one. So peace out, homies. Woo! And then I sit here awkwardly as I open up Windows. I will do my best to get that